Well, I'm all set up. Let's see. Sorry about the noise, but I haven't gotten a mouse pad yet. So that's why I make so much noise. But hopefully, I hope you all having a great Friday. Let's see how we start this. I'm trying to see like if I can do this other one so that way you can see the two decks that I'm gonna be doing. So so let me see what we can do here. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah. Let's see if I can do the two videos at once. I've never tried this before, but why not, right? Let's see. Hey. You see, now I can't see that. Maybe it'll do. I'm just trying things. Nope, I don't think I can do that. Okay, anyway. So, please. Okay, well, I'll try that next time. My concern is I never I never showed you the cards, and I mean, I will be wondering, why my cards are not showing, right? Well, we'll see. Anyway, so we're gonna do this reading tonight, and it's going to be about general. I'm not gonna go step by step, but I am gonna use the tarot decks tonight, which is going to be the Grand Tarot Belline, which I love these two decks, combined with the Oracle Belline. Okay, they're both French tarot decks. And we'll see what happens here. So, first of all, I'm going to shuffle the cards as usual, of course. And I did get changed, by the way, because it was getting too cold in here. Anyway, so let's see. This is, of course, let me get rid of this thing right here. This is, of course, the Grand Tarot Belline, which I love a lot. And then this is what we're going to combine with, which is the Oracle Belline, okay? And well, now that we have the manual here, I don't need the manual, of course, but see, these are my little cards. So we're going to be doing what is little oracle cards, which if you notice, they're all gold-plated. So they're nice cards, okay, see. And then, of course, we got the most beautiful deck card. Now, this is custom, as the people did. This is not graded. This is actually golden glide. So, as the version says, so I mean, these ones they're very hard to get, and well, anyway, so that this one is easier, but of course more expensive. So anyway, well, the other one's a lot more expensive. But anyway, so let's start with what we are gonna go through. Okay, first of all, for we're gonna start with a general reading for the weekend. For this weekend, I have like a couple things that I've been looking into. Okay, first of all, we went through a pretty rough week, as I said. The last weekend, the first 2 days start with the devil. A lot of people actually did call that they were having a lot of problems. So I did notice that did happen. I'm gonna try to make this reading as quick as I can. So that way everybody can go out or whatever, or do whatever they have to do. They don't have to be watching me, of course. So what we're gonna do is this is the deck, of course. as I said. So now, as I said last week, it was a pretty rough week, I think, for everyone. Not so much for me. I was very sleepy actually, but I had to work a lot. So anyway, sorry about that, but I had hair in my mouth. So anyway, so as we go by, the week went on, and I continue getting clients panicking all over the place. I don't know what happened, but we're still there. Now, in this general weekend, I mean, I want to let you all know that what I've been doing with cards is, so I try not to do like everybody else do sign by sign or anything like that, because I don't want to get personal with anybody. So I don't really like to personalize. So take this general. If it applies to you, great. If it doesn't apply, and it wasn't meant to be for you to apply for you. And I'm doing this as an instructions for you to understand that I'm not doing personal readings like that. So it's a general idea of what the atmosphere is bringing us, along with this new beautiful the moon that we have right now. I mean, perfect to start any type of cleansing or any type of well, I didn't want to say spells, but I mean cleansing or whatever. This is a great month to start with. Now, through the weekend, I'm going to do just a 6 card reading for the oracle, and for this I'm just going to do a cross, okay? And from the cross we're going to do from lines. And I'm expecting for this to take 20 minutes. I don't care who shows up or who doesn't, but it's just so that way you all don't think that I stood you up like the other night or anything like that. So we're going to cut 3, 1, 2, 3, 10. As I said, if this applies to you, great. If it doesn't, it didn't mean to apply to you. It's supposed to be a general reading. General means everybody can say is getting the same influences. Follow the advice. Don't follow. It's up to you. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll hold, and we'll think about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So whoever jumps into the room, if anybody shows up eventually through the next minutes that I'm going to be here, before you start, and while I'm doing the reading, just remember to put your hand together or whatever, and think 5 seconds before whatever comes up. So whatever, I can pick up your vibes, okay? So, and then eventually it will come out through the reading. So first of all, we start with the 10 of Cups. Then we'll start with the, wow, pretty cool. So let's see. We are going to 2 of Swords, discussion, success. And let's focus on this. So whoever is in here, just try to stay focused. That way I might pick up something individually. Try not to ask questions because it should apply to everybody. If you have questions, ask me eventually after we finish or so. So let's see. I kind of clear up my desk so I have more room here. Okay, so first of all, we see 10 of Cups. That means the family reunions should happen around this weekend and next weekend. We're doing this weekend, but the plans start right now. I see that everybody's going to be getting along when it comes to family. Family, we're doing fine. We're at the end of the last days of March, barely starting April. Everybody seems to be having a positive attitude after all. This is a weekend. It's reminding us a lot of that this is more of a home going out to dinner, or whoever you're going to see or not see this weekend. So overall, I mean, the people that are in good terms are going to do great. They're going to get together. Nobody's going to have a problem. Some people are going to fly from or walk into town from out of town. And some of you are going to meet new people in public places as you go out with family or friends. This is actually going to happen through daytime, not through nighttime. So if you're thinking that you're going to meet a person through nightclub, I don't think tonight is going to be the night that people are going to be very susceptible to be meeting people like going out. Unless if you go like to a nice restaurant to eat with your family, because it seems like a very family related or friends and family, people that are close to you. And it seems like the atmosphere is great for family and friends. Like no discussions, no fights. Everything seems to be like right in the perfect place for people to get along. Now, if you live with family members or with anything like that, that means that probably you want to stay away since you see each other for a lot. So, or invite, hey, do you want something? Leave space. It's very important for you, whoever lives with other people, to leave space, especially with your parents. And if you're still with your parents' house, if you're still with your children, space. Everybody wants their own space. Now, if it's about going out, like I said, family's going to do great. If you don't live with your family, especially, it's going to be an amazing weekend to go out with them. I also see like a lot of outing through the day. Those for the ones that don't work. Now, for couples in relationships, I do see that a lot of the problems from last week are going to be either resolved, or they're going to there's going to be a space of isolation between them, or also it could be that they might be finding out the truth, or they're coming out and saying the truth to others, which that's very good, because that means that it's going to be an end, not exactly to a relationship, but more of a, you're gonna work together into either make the relationship better, but since you became honest with each other, it's going to improve your relationship because you were able both to say the truth to each other. So it should work for the both of you like a lot. Now, when it comes to this card over here, which is the Knight of Swords, that means that if you don't know anybody, this person, you might be meeting a person. I see that also Aquarius is going to hit somehow some of those houses with the entertainment. It seems like it's been very attracted to entertain people. People wants to invite someone that knows how to entertain people, and they always think of the first person will be Aquarius, Gemini, or sometimes even Virgo. Now, I also see that the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands actually, is going to be extremely light. That's for mothers and fathers. There's the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands together. They're going to be extremely happy. I see a success. Okay, the ace here is meaning as a success. Okay, so and when these cards go together, like I said, we're talking about these cards are present on this layout. It means family happiness, successful gatherings. During the weekend, I see not only successful gatherings, but you get together people even from out of town. I mean, the strangers meeting with other people. So you get some good positive vibes there after some weeks of bad vibes. Okay, and of course you get this card right here, which is Swords. So I mean, but they're positive. So the Ten of Swords is positive. It's actually being influenced by very positive cards. So even discussions are going to be to the minimum, even in relationships. Like I say, they're going to find a spot together, and they're going to do okay. Now, those who are alone, like I'm talking alone, they're going to be kind of like very sort of down. But all these positive people around them, if you are alone, try to be surrounded by people that are with family members or with friends. So that way you don't feel in that spot. Because see, all these positive cards are actually diminishing the problems of that Four of Swords over there, okay? So they're going to be evaluating the pressures of having other people being happy as they are together within a family member setup. So that's what I was saying. This weekend is going to be very family and friends, day gatherings. Now, if we implement a little bit of the Oracle, which is more of a spiritual guidance cards, well, for me, meditation cards. I mean, the oracles are amazing little decks. I mean, sometimes big, sometimes small. That are the Oracle Belline has been known for one of the best oracle decks. So I'm not here to give the history of it, of course. So let's do the oracle implemented into that. So what are the highlights of this weekend? Well, I know I make probably this channel very bored compared to the other ones. Like, and this is gonna. I mean, I do have the energy, trust me, but I don't like to draw a bunch of stuff that you won't remember, and then I'm gonna be kept over and over. I go into the details of what actually is very, very important. See, some of them are traveling or coming to town. That's an influence. Some of them are not going to be able to make it. I do see some separation. See, these are the other cards, okay? So I do see some separation. I'm not doing a cultic cross. This is a 6 card read oracle enhancement, okay, which you start from the bottom, then you go to middle, and then you go to the other side, depending on how you read your cards, okay? Organization plans, for those for planning organization for next week, everything should come out great. I see a lot of success. I also see the wheel of fortune going up, right? So see, this is even the right time as we put in the family and all that. It's going to enhance the projects for next week, which it means that whatever you're starting to plan, um, is going to work. So opportunities are on the horizon. So within the next 4 days, 5 days, we should see new opportunities or new plans that we're trying to make our focus on when it comes to our personal success. So that's see that right there, they're enhancing one part of our life. For those that wanted to travel, they might be able to travel and get a job somewhere overseas. I mean, we're talking about like, wow, I mean, we're reaching a different level that is going to be discussed within family members or friends, different opportunities, different point of views. So all this is tied up together if you notice, okay? So the reading actually did great. So we got, um, good cards here going on. And so I really think this is great for overall. I think that these are very, very good cards. So it is pretty positive, enhancing that other reading even more. That means that this weekend should be very positive. Um, it should be very relaxing, sort of like out of one still hell to going into like changes that are going to be positive and for the good. Okay, now when we continue to the rest of the deck, okay, let's put these ones together. So first lap was great. Okay, so this is perfect for those that actually care about that. Now let's go to the next lap, which is, we see the Two of Swords right here. No, that's the Knight of Swords, sorry. Knight of Swords. Then we see the Page of Swords. Then we see the Queen of Swords. Oh, okay, now we're warming up, but they're all positive. Then we see the King of Cups and Happiness. Okay, so there you go. Now we're going to the second lap of, let's say, who's going to crown the castle with good news. Okay. This is really interesting, actually. Okay. We went from, okay, we were all in peace and everything. Okay. Let's pretend that's Saturday. Okay. Plans and projects for the near future. Great. Family, friends, not feeling alone, going back, either giving up on a relationship or coming into an agreement both as a relationship. Now we see the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. That means a female and a male that are involved in a relationship. And then we see a queen and a king from the past and a king from the near future. Now, and then we see a family, and then we see the King of Wands. Okay, so we're talking about situations that can actually identify these characters as a situation, or it could be a person. Actually, I'm thinking that somebody here is probably picking up on something that has to do with a problem that has to do, but it's not a bad problem. I understand. Someone's gonna come to you and give you good news. Someone that is a family member that it doesn't trust you is gonna come out and tell you that you're gonna have a good reward for something. Like you just won an award, not won an award. Like, let's say symbolically, they're gonna compensate you for being a good person. Can happen during the weekend, or they're gonna give you the news that either you're gonna be compensated after being overjudged by others with good news, which is gonna give you something very positive into your life. Okay, so you're gonna be getting some kind of reward. It says right there, recompense, which is in French, but I mean, this is very, very good news coming your way, whoever it might be, and have that on the thing. So whoever's gonna get good news, more or less, just the beginning, the first lap. So we got good news. You're gonna be rewarded for this good news after you've been judged. So by next week, whatever situation you had with family is going to be resolved. After you've been under the moon spell, which it means curious and trying to find suspicious about what has to do with the problems you were having, you're gonna find out. Remember the first lab, whoever was in here, we talk about family gathering, whatever, those who live alone, those who live with family. Some are gonna find out, but overall it's gonna be a positive weekend when it includes family members and friends. Well, family is gonna figure out a situation after being judged, with good news and being rewarded for what it was accusedly wrong. So we're still with the positive cards, okay? And this is we're talking probably about a whole family here that came out. So whoever had a problem, like I say, this doesn't apply to everybody, but it applies to most of them. Whoever had a situation involving all these people, or maybe just a situation, one big situation that involved one people, can be, if they're last week's related, family, especially I think it's more family related. And finally getting all this in return. So they're being judged by all this and putting it all together is very positive. Now, if we mix in with the oracle cards, you mix all of these ones. They were very positive for the weekend. That means family stuff. So, okay, if we mix it with the oracle, after we did that, let's see. Yep, after being embarrassed, putting down. That's a surprise card. The whispering and the bad talking is going to stay behind. Okay, this is a bird. Okay, no. This is a whisperer. Well, I call them by my own name because if I go French, I mean, I'm going to confuse people even more. This is the whispering, which was upside down, over the household problems. See, I don't know what's going on here, but everything came related to family, friends, or work from last week. Bad last week. So the whisperer I was talking finally gives up. His rewards. Okay, here the rewards against are enhanced by the person that was punished in the time being. So we get the good news. Sorry. And a success with harmony. So there's your enhancement cards for a regular tarot deck combined with the oracle cards. So overall, we're seeing whoever we're having problems with family members, friends, or work related is going to be resolved this weekend. So all the cards have been positive. Rumors, everything, things going on around the house, or some things going around whatever, family members, etc. All this is enhanced by positive cards. So this weekend, as I said since the beginning, is actually about family. Fixing problems. If you're in relationships, as I said at the beginning, it's going to be about resolving problems or quitting on them. Putting a stop or coming to an agreement when it comes to the truth. People will come out with the truth, with a harmonious ending. So that's good. Or beginning to the relationship to better itself. Now, last lap, and then I'll go through my day of the Cares of the Day readings, and then I'll go. Well, tomorrow I get a bunch of decks. Not today, not the new ones. But tomorrow, the people send me stuff. We'll see which ones we got tomorrow. Okay, now we come to the middle of like almost so let's say Saturday and Sunday are going to be sunny days outside. Everybody's going to like meet people. You're going to meet a romantic partner. It's going to be outside in daytime, not a bar. Uh, it's going to be something very, very nice. If you're going to meet your King of Cups, your Queen of Cups, whatever, it's going to be this weekend through that daytime in a public place with family members surrounding you or friends that are very dear to you. Remember, this is not a typical weekend where people are going to be partying to meet people. It's going to be more of a family settlement and like fixing stuff, and it's going to be very positive somehow. Now, I think after that, either Saturday morning or Sunday morning, when this all happened, all this positive stuff, at nighttime is when I find the problem. Okay. I see that those who are going to stay home, they're fine. But the ones that are going to go out, especially the ones that are happy in a relationship right now, doing okay with financial things, they should be actually asking for you, uh, ojo de miel, because that means money related with merriment and happiness and the end to a bad relationship. So whatever. So that could be related to you a little bit. Now, I see patience coming into the picture. I see also the Tower of Destruction. I also see the star, which it means wishes are stopped by a wish that wanted for someone to come through. The Devil card is again showing us again that this weekend overnight is not, relationships can actually break up. They can have temptation if they go out by themselves. Like I said, this is a weekend family, not a going out by yourself. I see temptation. I see separation. I see initiative to be doing the wrong. And also I see wishes being broken because of that wrongdoing into this merriment and happiness relationship. So this is not really uh, oh, I am so sorry about that. Are you serious about that? Well, if you're serious, optimistically cynical, I feel very sorry for you. Um, so breakup of relationship if they go out. So we see that. Then we see the end of relationships. And I'm sorry, but I think optimistically cynical. If you're actually for real, this could have been your influence on the in the room because I didn't get the card earlier and I wasn't expecting it right now. And since if you did actually went through that kind of situation, this actually make perfect sense right here. So I hope that that's not the case and that you're lying or something, because those are pretty bad cards in just one lap right there. So I am sorry if you did lose your son. Okay, but anyway, so hopefully everything. If you have family, this is a great weekend to spend it with family, happy family and friends through the daytime. Okay, maybe I picked that up too from somebody. I don't know. Anyway, so either if it has to do with a relationship or has to do with a loss of a child or a loss of a father or mother, I mean, this could make perfect sense. Also by accident, tragic death, that could be actually a physical thing. So sorry to hear that. Sacrifices for the sake of something better. Another card that which will actually apply to that situation as well. We'll look at the oracle and be strong. The strength card shows up for you or for whoever is going through a situation like that or likewise. Family and support and friends. As I said, this really started somehow about family and friends and being the only positive card in this lab. I would really recommend that for everybody. So that was optimistic. Are you telling me the truth about that though? Hopefully I'm not bothering you. Okay. Now, when we come to the oracle cards, enhancing this last lap that I just did, let's see what we get related to that. Okay, now we're doing Oracle Belline cards. Let's see our spiritual, our advice cards. That's how I call them, meditation cards. Whatever you want. Okay. Something hurtful. took something away from you, the loss, bad talking behind your back. We talk about the bad talking behind your back. We got it very strongly. Hello, Norman. Very, very strong by the end, at the beginning of the reading. With these are the birds talking. So the birds talking is unusual thing that we use when people are talking behind your back. When something happens and that is making a problem, or you think everybody thinks that you are the problem. Just like I was saying in the 2 other labs that I have over here, 3 labs that I did already on this. See, I've been putting my labs together so that way I know exactly where I ended. So, and then I have my labs of oracle cards as well. So when we got these cards kind of like that resembled into these labs over here from the original regular deck of Tarot Belline. Now the oracle cards are showing the same thing: rumors, bad mouths, tonguing behind you, making you feel so. We saw the punishment or earlier, the punisher being rewarded after being accused wrongly. That's a lot of things that for a lot of people in this room probably makes sense right now. But whoever got accused wrongly about things, they're gonna be able to achieve success. And the people that did that, see the flies fly away, the birds fly away. They go away and they say, "I'm sorry, I apologize for the misunderstanding, for my inconvenience of being telling you horrible things." So that is past also. So there we go. Now, when it comes to, let's see about the next one. Now count 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So your Wheel of Fortune should go right from now on. Everything should walk the right direction. As you see, your Wheel of Fortune comes into your health. After being rewarded and everything should start okay by Sunday night if you don't go out or do something. Judgment. Trials, real legal situations, they might be resolved. Wrongly accused or by family members, when it comes to not even going to court, are going to be resolved. Things are going to be better when it comes to that. So, I mean, at least we're getting of trouble with either being accused of the wrong thing as a family or as a friend or as a girlfriend, boyfriend, or legally being accused of the wrong for doing something that you didn't do, or not as bad as they thought it was something. Okay. So, and then we see decisions coming. Okay, from now on, that taking the right decisions, the right choices. Then we see the lovers approaching. The lovers card means right now, like I said, relationships should just stay in harmony. They shouldn't fight each other. They shouldn't try to approach. If somebody says something, say it, understand, and try not to fight. Everything is source just mean danger. It doesn't necessarily mean that are bad. I mean, a lot of times swords can be very good, like the Ace of Swords is success, when it's upright. When it's up, down, it means that's a slight success, but still a success. When the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords show up in a reading, a lot of people think that is very wrong. See, the influences around the courthouse or legal matters, okay, were influenced by swords. But the truth came out, and you get the Wheel of Fortune by taking the right choices, and everything gets resolved. Okay. Now, the Three of Cups doesn't necessarily always means the lovers. The lovers doesn't mean always means the lovers. The lovers could be people around you that get back together as a family or something like that. It depends. This seems to be more of people understanding your situation and not wrongly accusing you of things. Okay, so that means a fix. Now, that came up actually pretty good. Now the Source and then the Justice card. So that's good. Now let's go for the next 4 cards of this row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And see family together, taking action, starting Saturday or Sunday, even today if you can. Fix your problems, plan ahead, stay quiet and harmony. Okay, we're going back to the same cards. Family, family, family. So we're still on the family thing. And I feel kind of stuck this weekend about this family thing because I know a lot of you want to hear about the love of my life, the love of this, the love of that. Well, it's not showing anytime soon. Everything seems to be family related, work related, or business related, or bad situations, wrongly done, blah, blah. I don't see that much King of Cups or that Queen of Cups going on. So if you were expecting to meet the love of your life this weekend, I say try at daytime because at nighttime is not gonna work. And it's funny, but that's the way it's showing. I mean, okay, so this card are showing a lot of problems, so I'll leave that for next week. You don't want to know this. I don't want to ruin the weekend. But if anything, there's gonna be a success by the end of the week, so you should be okay. So anyway, now let's see if we can find something about love. I didn't do oracle cards in that because I thought it was pretty clear what we're talking about because we keep going in circles about family and the same thing. Fate, fatality. Okay, here we go back to a reminder not to make mistakes again or what people accuse you of making mistakes. I know you didn't. But remember that there's a book that says everything and you have to follow intuition before you do anything. Also, it gives you the wisdom of the owl, which means stay quiet and don't say so much. Just stay quiet. Don't get into fights. The fatality issues, that could be a lot of things. It could be from a loss. It could be from even a lawsuit loss. It can be from work loss. It can be, but still pass. So we don't have to worry about that one. Now just remember to follow the rules so that way you don't look bad eventually in the immediate future. And also um, look into things, study, learn. And avoid situations that means trouble. Okay, so that's your oracle cards right now. And for last, let's see if we can find a little bit of love. Nope, now we're going to the work area and some love. Okay, some of you are going to get, oh, I see engagement. I said last weekend whose ring is going to be. I do actually feel that some people are going to be engaged next weekend. This weekend is going to start it all. If anything, people people are actually letting you know in advance that, oh, our relationship is going well. That marriage ring is being forced by 3 people here. I see a pregnancy as well, an announcement of an engagement, a pregnancy. I also see a family gathering about the situation and someone not wanting to get married at the very last minute because of the pregnancy. Now, that's one person. Now we're talking about relationships with no that kind of complications. Then we're talking about somebody is going to ask somebody for engagement and is going to be blessed by family members with the Ace of Cups pronouncing, predicting an engagement, then a marriage within the next 9 weeks. I also see pregnancy. That was a 9 weeks for too. I also see when it comes into the field of voluntary effect as a magician, he's not wanting to do this, but somehow, whoops, it just happened. Then I see him running away. So, and the battle starts. Now, if it doesn't apply, which I try to do twice in a different way, so that way it wouldn't apply to just pregnancy or whatever, or engagement. Okay, if I want to see it in a different direction, we were talking about love, and that's what it showed up. So I can't really change it. Okay, let's try to do it a different way. Legal matters. I don't see a divorce as legal matters. Signing a paper for engagement or a marriage. What else? If it's related to work, it means that you're gonna be signing a contract, being successful, and and other things, and your boss is gonna like a lot. Now, if it has to do with work related as well, it could be that you're gonna move from one place to another, and also uh, you might succeed into finding where to move, or job related things are gonna help get you to move from one place to another. So on every direction that I look at it, somehow the other card is still very relevant when it comes to pregnancy and engagement. I don't know what happened there, but I guess I was right the last week when I posted those cards on my Facebook. Um, wow. Hopefully they're not your news. Okay, let's try some more oracle cards and then I'm done. A contract, inheritance, plans, future. Trip. Transitions, inheritance, separation, a trip, pre, um, prognostication, passion, that means the lovers, and we get a big love. Okay, for those who are looking for a new relationship, I see actually the lovers are gonna meet this week sometime, or just after this weekend, starting Sunday. Like I say, this weekend is great to meet the King of Cups if you want to. Now, during the daytime, not a bar, not a club, not to the internet. Actually, it's gonna be at open places. Now, the other thing I see is somebody just might passed away or something like that. It's like a grown up, not as a child. Might be leaving an inheritance, or you're gonna receive some kind of compensation for it. I see the tower of separation when it comes to family as traveling or moving from one place to another. I also see the projects and ideas for the near future regarding gains, which that means work related, and the the love and relationship of a passionate new relationship. Thinking, a lot of thinking. That means these people are going to click passionately and be very in love. That's nice. So far that's all I got. Anyway, so if you have any more questions, please feel free to. You can always book a reading on Facebook or through Starlata. You know, you can go to. I think I have it there, or PayPal. I have the email address there. If you actually subscribe and you actually look at the instructions, there's an email address. I do personal readings. I do questions readings. If you want to ask a question, uh, I'll charge, or you can donate whatever you want to the PayPal thing. And if you want like a reading ahead for the whole week, I can make a good price as well. So just let me know and keep in touch. And on Facebook, I'm under Starlata Stella, the Future and Spirit. That's another page I have there. I have a website, www.starlata.com. And I'm here, and I'm also for psychic lines if you want to find me under Stella or other names. So you can find me anywhere. So everywhere. So I'll talk to you later, and hopefully this went a little well. And like I said, I mean, I'll give everyone one question if you want to, and we'll see what the answer is. So start with Champagne. You were the first one that is here. I don't know if you're still here. If you want to ask something, go ahead. Or you, Kristen, or Norman. There is only one question. Try to make it yes or not. I can try to do that. I mean, as soon as possible. So just think about it and see what's up there. And let's see. So, Norman, do you have any questions? Norman. Um, Optimist. I think y'all left. So I'm gonna go, and Champagne, if you want to ask me something, go ahead. Or anybody. I am here. I actually didn't invite anybody this time. Oh, no. Hi, still standing. Do you have a question since you missed all the reading? Yes or not? Answer. And just give me your date of birth. Hello. Um, we'll just concentrate. All right. There's someone for you. You got about 4 friends that like you. So yes, there's people around. I mean, oh, that has feelings. I see friends. Yeah, someone from the past areas. Since I don't know your name, is still standing. If you have good luck, this person might come and try to get in touch with you and reach for you. If he doesn't this week, then he won't. But otherwise, you have a big possibility that that person actually might actually call you from the past. It might be some. I think you like him still because he seems positive to you. But don't be surprised if he actually tries to contact you. I think it caused you a lot of problems. I wouldn't if I were you. But I mean, it's up to you. There's your answer. Ooh, well, that's the only person I see right now. I see 4 friends that like it a lot, though. And now about feelings, if you're talking about strong feelings, no, nobody that I can see so far besides that person from the past. Now, that's why I say if I were you, I wouldn't take that one, which thankfully you said you wouldn't. Um, Eventually, within the next month, maybe there'll be somebody that you have some feelings. But right now, you have 4 friends. Maybe you haven't paid attention, close attention. Maybe they're good people for you. I think they are, but they're presenting themselves as friends. It can be online, or it can be at whatever you work or whatever you go to school or whatever it is that you're doing. They're close to you though. They just don't you don't show like you're available. So, but there's your answer. Um, Hopefully that helps. You're welcome. Anybody else before I take off? Well, since nobody's here, I'm going to just show you. This was the deck I was working with today, which is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. This one's from a store, Living in Circle. It's a beautiful deck. The box is quite a beauty. Looks like wood. It feels like wood. I mean, it's like I said before. I think I made a video. It feels like it's been buried under dirt. You can feel the dirt actually. And I bought it since November. It's a beautiful, beautiful box. It comes with a it comes with this little thing that you tied around, which I don't know what it was doing on the floor because I was probably using it. So like they dig the box, underneath. Then they give you this little thing so that way you can use it like old fashioned way, like under Alice in Wonderland. And these are the cards. They're very pretty. See, this is creation. And they are quite a beautiful deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I wouldn't change it or sell it for anything in the world. This is the Lovers, the World. It's a very, very pretty deck. Very thick cards, antique style, absolutely antique style, not like other decks that they say they look antique. No, this looks like antique. And like I say, it looks like it's been buried. Even the cards feel sandy. And I'm saying it's like it comes in different colors. See how pretty they are. And there are, I wouldn't call them oracle cards because well, it could be oracle cards, but it's called Alice in Wonderland through the glass mirror or glass something through the glass. I got this in November, and I'm very happy with it. I've been able to do amazing readings with it. You have the minor arcana. Uh, I think it's majorly minor arcana and some of their own cards that they put into it as a key cards, what they call. They actually there's no book. I think this was a um, a limited edition, and actually it was a humongous PDF file that I had to download with all the meanings. There's a lot of things involved. They're magic cards too as well. Well, what question do you want? Just ask yes or not, and let me answer to you before I continue with my decks. I asked one question. Now it's your question. Answer that one question. What is your question? Ojos de miel. I have my brown paper bag over there, by the way. So, you want to know if it's going to work or if they're going to get married, or what is it that you want to know? I'm still thinking that should type faster. You can always ask me the question on Facebook Messenger. Ask me the question, Diana. You will move in about 4 weeks. That's one answer, or the ones I know. It will work in about 8 days. The Wheel of Fortune's on your side, whatever you're thinking you're having bad luck with. And I see the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups means somebody coming into your life soon. We already predicted this because actually you are a client. Very, very good client. Very good friend. And you get family together. Everybody's resolve problems. So that's good too. I think everything is, you're not gonna be wrongly accused anymore. Not Josh. I think you're gonna be okay, and everything's gonna come out your way this week. You'll see. That was for you, Diana. Okay. So going back to my beautiful cards here. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Magician, which is the cat. The cat. The Magician. So see how pretty they are. Oh, I love them. Anyway, so that's the deck I was working with today. Why I'm not using it right now? Well, because I wanted to do a more of a general reading. This is more personal. And the answer is no. Whoever had a question. Not you, Danny and Diana. I already answered yours. Okay, so that's one deck. And thank you very much for stopping by. And hopefully you all subscribe to the channel. I know I'm being kind of, but give me some of faith here and stick with me. And I'll be showing up more often. I just got to schedule everything a little better. But I'll be see you all soon. Maybe I'll log on later tonight or tomorrow morning very early since I'm going to be working all night anyway. So if you got something spooky to talk about, let me know about it. Okay, I'm more than welcome to talk about spooky stories. Um, and like I say, I'm on Facebook as a Starletta. I'm here, and I'm also in www.starletta.com. There are instructions here somewhere that I wrote on it. So please don't be a stranger and get a hold of me. You can pick up my many, many decks around here to see what reading you want. Love you all. Kisses, take care, and many, 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 many best wishes, positive vibes, and just stay strong and please positive and have fun this week. It's supposed to be nice, okay? So take care. I wish you all the best. Bye bye. And let's move this horrible mouse that makes so much noise. But I need a mouse pad and I haven't been getting one. I haven't gotten one. Bye.